guys. Hello, hello, hello. I was trying to fix my seat really quick. Hey everyone, can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Today is November 23rd. I did not realize tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I've been running around all day. Yes, you guys can hear me just good. Okay, good. So I'm gonna wait. I know a lot of ladies, I know a lot of people are super busy right now. One, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. I completely forgot. Even though I've been counting down, I completely forgot. And I was running around doing things. That's why I pushed the live from 4 to 5, and I still have a lot to do. And I know everybody's running around trying to get the last minute things. So whoever's here right now, thank you so much. And I know the replay gang is going to come in strong for this live. So let me just start off by saying, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family from me and my family. Hopefully you guys have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hey, Anna D. Hello, everyone. Princess, sadly, I won't be celebrating Thanksgiving. It's been I'm depressed lately. Oh, Princess, don't be depressed. I'm sorry you're feeling like that. I think it's the time of the year. I felt like that last month. I was in such a bad funk. Hey, Leo girl. Hey, allegedly. It's good to see you. It's super late here, 2:03 a.m. Oh no. Oh no, it's super late for you, Leo. So I'm happy you just popped in here. Hey, Kimmy. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Grateful Ed, hello. I seen Geekin in here earlier. Paula asked a question. Is this the second press conference today? I think you might be talking a different case, if I'm not mistaken. I've been running around all day, but I've been on my phone all day just checking for any updates with this. So I don't see any presser for this case. I think you might be talking about those students who were killed. There was a press conference today for them. Hey Bushit, how you doing? Damn, darn time zones. I know, Leo. I'm sorry. It's better when I go live earlier. I know. And if you guys hear something in the background, yes, I'm sipping on a little Jameson right now. I got a lot to do and I need something to drink. Boo says she's here, but I'm cooking. Ooh, how exciting. I know I got to get things ready after this. So let me say hi. I didn't say hi to, where did she go? Where's that name? Hold on. Kimi, I don't think I said hi to you. Okay, so let's just jump right into this live stream. So I seen something pop up today, so let me share my screen. So this was shared in the Facebook group I'm in for this case. Now, just so you guys know, I like to let you know what we're going to do today when we do the live. I like to let you know. So we're going to go over, there's this new article that talks about a arrest warrant has been issued. We're going to go more into the police report. I'm going to pull up the Mexican version of it because that one has way more information. So I'm going to pull that one up. We're going to go over some other stuff that's been shared online. We're going to go over the Hammock video and we'll see what else we can go over after that. I don't want to be in here too long because like I said, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving and a lot of us ladies and some of you men are busy, trying to get everything in order tonight. I'm one of them. And so I wanted to do an open panel, but I think I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, unfortunately, because of time and everything, but we shall see. What time is it here? It is 5 o'clock. So 5 p.m. Leo. Hi, Brandy. Brandy, a real Southern Bella. Oh, and Geekin, are you here? Geekin, I didn't realize you were a female. I seen you said that in the comments yesterday, and I think I was referring you to you the whole time since you've been in my chat for I don't know how long as a he, and you barely correct me. Yes, it is, Leo. This is about Shanquilla Robinson, 4:07 p.m. Yeah, it's already getting dark too. The sun is starting to. Oh, so it's already Thursday. She says it's already Thursday for her. Yeah, it's starting to get dark right now. Hey, Nurse Bev. She says, I'm in Canada. Thanksgiving was last month. Oh, shit. I didn't even know that Canada celebrates it a month prior. And you guys already know I love my Canadians. Every single Canadian I've met in person, I just think they're the bee's knees. I've never met a Canadian where I was like, ugh, they're all freaking amazing. I don't know what's in the water over there, but the ones I've met, you guys are freaking cool as hell. Leo says, I live in the future. I know. I would love to visit Canada too. All right, guys, let me share my screen with you, and hopefully we have no hiccups. Yesterday we had a really good live stream. We didn't have any major hiccups, so hopefully today is the same. So I seen this in the Facebook group that I'm in, so I'm going to share it with you guys and just read what was shared. So let me see. Okay. The only thing, the way I have it set up, I can't zoom in, so hopefully it looks good on your end. So this was shared 4 days ago. And as you can see, it says, hi, I'm a journalist and it's a newspaper called The Independent. And it's a digital media in Los Cabos. Now it says, I wrote this note to be able to publicize Shanquilla's case locally. The case was not reported by authorities until the videos began to circulate. We hope we can help friends and family to obtain answers and justice. We are able in case a friend or a family member wants to give an interview or make some kind of statement. So this was first shared about 4 days ago in the Facebook group. And today I seen this, and it says, again, same person saying, hello, everyone. We have followed up with Shanquilla's case. My partner, a reporter in La Paz, asked the Attorney General of Baja California what progress there is in the case. And he replied that they have pointed out the culprit. Supposedly, they are working with Interpol for an extradition. Then there was an article linked. So I clicked on the article and I just, put it to English because it was in Spanish. So I'm going to read that to you guys. Okay, as you can see right here, it says BCS arrest warrant for Shanquilla Robinson's murder. It's funny because I noticed since I've been reading a lot of articles from over there, they all say murderer and refer to like, oh, they were murdered and all of that stuff. Have you noticed over here when we read the articles, they always say slain? They were slain. I noticed that. Hey, Nicole. CJ, hello. Okay, so let me read this to you guys. They are claiming that La Paz, Baja California, it says the Attorney General, it says that confirmed that an arrest warrant has already been issued against the alleged femicide of Shanquilla Robinson. So this newspaper is claiming that they have spoken to the Attorney General and they have confirmed, and this was today. So this article came out today, November 23rd. So this came out today. So again, they're claiming that they spoke with the Attorney General of Baja California and that they confirmed an arrest warrant has already been issued against the alleged femicide of Shanquilla Robinson. Now, the state office shared with the Independent, that's the newspaper, that the case has already been clarified and a friend of the victim was identified as the direct aggressor in the events that occurred on October 29th. So what they're saying basically is that this person in the video is the aggressor. And who's the person in the video? Dejanay. Now, he pointed out that the procedures for the Interpol file and the request for the extradition of the femicide are already being carried out. Now, regarding this is a different case right here they're replying to. So hopefully this is true. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is true. This was put out today for a Mexican newspaper, and I just hit English to see what it says because my Spanish isn't the greatest. And it says that the Attorney General confirmed with the Independent out there, this newspaper, that an arrest warrant has already been issued. And it says that the state office shared with the Independent that the case has already been clarified and a friend of the victim was identified. So the friend of the victim has been identified as the direct aggressor in events that occurred on October 29th in Los Cabos. So I'm going to only assume the aggressor, who was the one that was being aggressive to Shanquella. Exactly. So I hope this is true. And I hope that the family is aware of this. I'm sure they are. Again, this just came out, but I really, really do hope that an arrest is made sooner than later. Because today I kept thinking about all the families that aren't going to have their children on Thanksgiving. And then I kept thinking about Shanquella's family. This just happened. She passed away October 29th. And tomorrow, this family is going to have a seat missing because their daughter, their sister, their friend, their cousin, their loved one was brutally attacked for what? For nothing, for some stupid ass shit. No excuse can justify what she went through in that video, to me, at least in my opinion. Like, nothing. Let me see. Dumb question. There's no dumb questions. Where would she be tried? So what I'm seeing, if they're trying to get her back to Cabo, I'm thinking over there. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, True Tim. Yeah, back to Mexico is what I'm thinking. And good luck with that, girlfriend. I wouldn't want to be locked up at all. But if I had a choice, Mexican prison or an Arizona prison, I'm gonna go with Arizona. I'm not gonna want to go to Mexico in prison. No. Nope. Mexican jail ain't gonna be no fun. Hey, Sweet Pea. And I agree with you because because remember, I got this Facebook group. Again, this was, this Andy was sharing that, he's a journalist for the Independent and all stuff that he was looking into Shanquella's case and all of that stuff. He was putting out, and you see this a lot when reporters go into a group, they'll say like, I'm from this news station. If the family wants to reach out, please let them know and all that stuff. So basically that's what he originally was doing. And then today this was shared and he had shared the article. So I immediately clicked the article and I just hit the English and read it. But I think a lot of people were trying to read it in Spanish that probably didn't understand Spanish, because after that he shared this. So he says, I think that many have doubts about whether there is someone who is arrested. And here's the thing, in the article, it never says somebody has been arrested. So we just got to be better with reading everything and not jumping to conclusion too quickly. Like, take our time, read it once. If we don't understand, read it twice, 3, 4, whatever. But I think people were assuming she was already arrested by that article. And in the article I just read to you, it never says she was arrested. It says an arrest warrant has been issued. So they wrote, I think that many have doubts about whether there is someone who is arrested. This has not been confirmed, but it means that there is an official document that guarantees that that she is the main person responsible and must be arrested by authorities as soon as she is located. Now, this next part is really interesting. Look what it says. There is also an order for whoever or who recorded the video and did not help her. Authorities such as Interpol and the local government are working together to be able to locate them faster. So whoever was recording that, it looks like they're going after them. So we know that there's two people recording, right? We know it's obviously the video that's been released. And then there's somebody else that's also recording. You see them, they have long, it looks like white nails, fake nails. And then the person that recorded the video that you hear the voice, it is being said that that is Malik. And then the other person recording that we see that looks like the FaceTime, that is being said to be Winter Donovan. So because they didn't do nothing and they stood by, there's also an order for them. Now he says later we will have the full version. So I checked before I came on here. There's been nothing updated with him. So I'm going to keep looking to see if he's uploaded the full version of the interview with the Attorney General. And as soon as he does, if I'm not live, I will share that on the community page for you guys. So just keep a lookout. And then he just, he says, I'm sorry if there was some misunderstanding. I honestly was not misunderstanding that article. I completely understood it. It never said there was an arrest. It said there's an arrest warrant. But, people, we get too excited sometimes, we want an arrest. So we're like, oh my gosh. So he says, if there was a misunderstanding, I think it's the problem with translation and the difference in the meaning of some words in both languages. And I thought the article was written completely fine for me, but I get it. And then I see, hold on, Boo. Let me see what you're saying. Did you notice the sun glow on the wall? It looked to be really early in the morning. Yeah, I think it was too. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys, I didn't get it. I don't know if I said it yesterday. When we listened to that audio, that's allegedly Winter Donovan's Instagram live stream that she did. It has obviously now been, removed, and I can't even find her Instagram anymore. But anyways, in that audio, she says, hold on, you guys are going to hear my papers. She said something like that. Hold on, I want to make sure I say it correctly. You guys, I got to find a better way to be more organized with my notes, because she said something like Quilla was acting crazy or some shit like that. Or what did she say? She put it on Shanquilla, saying pretty much she did something that night when she was drinking, some crazy shit when she was drinking. And then in the morning, that chick told her, so Dejanay had told her, I don't want to have to drag you out of bed. So when we look at the video, take that into consideration, which I don't believe that story at all, because if you've been drinking and someone does some shady shit to you and you're pissed, that chick Dejanay seems like she's going to fucking fight right then and there. She's not going to be like, okay, no, let's go to sleep and sleep on it. You know what I mean? So that I don't believe 1 second. But, and then when she says that Dejanay told Shanquilla, supposedly, I don't want to have to drag you out of bed. So I think where the attack happened, that's where Shanquilla was sleeping. And I think they caught her off guard. I think she was asleep when they went in there, all of them. And isn't it funny? All of them are in there and then they're recording it. It's like, it makes you really feel like this was such a fucking setup. And I think someone dragged her out of bed. Maybe that's when Winter, got her by the neck and dragged her out of bed, because she's naked also. So I think it happened when she was asleep. I think they went in there, they caught her off guard. She had been drinking the night before. I don't know if they were trying to get her drunk that night before, probably trying to get her to take more shots. I don't know. And I think in the morning when she was caught off guard by it, when you're still drunk, it's like, and another thing I noticed, you guys, in the video, did you know she didn't, not only she couldn't fight back, but she didn't even protect herself, like her head either. Usually the instinct when you are in a situation I don't know if you guys ever been in fights. I've been in a couple when I was younger. Kind of ghetto, I know. But you know, your instinct is to fight or protect your head. She didn't do any of that. And I really feel like she was completely caught off guard asleep by this. I do believe that probably the other chick, Winter Donovan, put some hands on her prior to that, probably dragged her out of the bed. And then we have what we see being recorded. I think she was still probably intoxicated at that time. I mean, have you guys ever drank the night before heavily, went to sleep, didn't get enough sleep, and you woke up still intoxicated? It's not a good feeling. You feel lost. You feel drunk. Boo says the last guy arriving is trying to cover up a lot. You must be talking about Najir Wiggins. I don't know. So he says he arrived the next day, which would have been the 29th. And you know what's interesting though? His story does align with the police report. But one thing he says, you guys, in his Instagram live stream that is no longer there, but everybody clipped it. When the first time I heard it, I shit you not, he said something like, you guys don't even know, and maybe this isn't I think this is the right word. He said something like, you guys don't even know how big this is. Or something like that. You guys don't even know. And I remember thinking to myself immediately, what the fuck's he talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm not kidding, you guys. I have always thought they were paid off out there. I've always thought that. Nurse Bev says, another vid I saw, they were reading an article about the day it happened, but I don't know what their source was. I know, Nicole. I'm sure. Have you guys seen the actual fight video on Twitter? It's brutal. I feel like every time I watch it, it gets more horrific every single time. I think the bed looked messed up to me. It is very disgusting. Hey, Grateful Ed. I don't know if I said hi to you either. Yeah, I think, Scott, I also think it was a surprise attack. I mean, one, she's naked. You couldn't even give it. And that should just tell you, too. She couldn't even give her time to put something on, even if it's a fucking t-shirt. She didn't even give her time for that. Someone definitely dragged her out of that bed. There's no way no one's going to convince me differently. Someone dragged her out of that bed. A female is not going to want to fight naked like that. Yeah, your instinct either is to fight back or protect yourself. And in the video, she doesn't do either. And it makes me really believe that she couldn't. And her dad also said she's not a fighter. She's not a fighter, he said. Ooh, I don't know. It's just so weird though, because if you go based off of the story that, this alleged Winter Donovan did from Instagram, they blame it on Shanquilla, saying she acted out that night. She did some crazy shit, but why not address it that night? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like what we seen in that attack video, Dejanay seems the type of chick that if you piss her off that night and do some fucking crazy shit to her that night, she's been drinking, I'm going to assume she would take off on you right then and there. Not go to sleep and be like, okay, let's wait till the morning. And then she wakes up and she's pissed, where she's like, I don't want to have to drag you out of bed. No, that story's a lie. And that's something that the Talks report will show. And I'm really interested to know. And here's the thing too. This is something that always bugs me when I talk about the Talks report, because I'm like, what if someone slipped or something? You know what I mean? Like, we won't really know. Did she take it willingly, or did someone slip her something? Oh, I agree. I agree with you, Scott. He says they're all guilty in gang mentality, 100%. And then they're all in there ready to record it. Come on, that's a setup to me. Pet says, I'm confused. Why do you keep saying she was drunk? The coroner report said 0 alcohol in her system. Well, it never said 0 in her system. It doesn't mention anything about alcohol poisoning or alcohol in her system on there. But keep in mind, we don't have the tox report. So the tox report's going to tell us how much alcohol was in her system, if any drugs were in her system. So we know she was drinking, though, because we see her on the video. She has a cup on that one video from Friday night. It looks like a margarita to me. So we do know she was drinking. I'm trying to understand how she looked in the morning. To me, she did not look like she was up, coherent, or anything like that. To me, she looked caught off guard. And I'm assuming that, and I'm speculating that if she did drink, did she go to sleep, then in the morning caught off guard? Maybe that's why she wasn't able to fight back or anything like that. So I'm just trying to understand the morning of how she looked in that video. Some people believe that she was drugged. Some people believe she just was intoxicated from the night before. And hey, there's nothing wrong. You're in Cabo. Girl, I would have been tore up. I would have been partying. That's what I expect. You're in Cabo, you're drinking, you're with your friends, you're having a good time. But the tox report will tell us a lot. We don't have that yet. Normally it takes about 6 weeks. Sometimes it could take months and months and months. Can't believe they would hurt her over a guy. Seriously. Well, I haven't heard the main reason. Have you, Princess? I know there's a lot of speculation online, but actual facts with it, I don't know. Those are not, yeah, they're definitely not her real friends. Yeah, Nicole, I feel like that too. I feel like it was a planned attack, in my opinion. And greetings to you, Pet, the pet wellness coach. Yeah, the video definitely has been clipped. I wonder where's the rest of it. Because like I said in the very first live stream, I don't believe that's the only one. I don't think she sounds like a guy in the video at all, in that audio. Yeah, I know. And that's another thing that we talked about yesterday about how, her so-called bestie, he went to the mom's house afterwards, returned her luggage, Khalil. She said he was there, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it was said that he was pacing back and forth, messing with his beard, looking very nervous over something. And, he told the mom to her face she passed away from alcohol poisoning. And then he had the nerve to take Winter Donovan and Dejanay over there. But by then, people were already talking about possibly there was a fight. So the sister asked him, and they denied there being a fight. I know, so do I. So do I. I feel bad for the Mother family going through this holiday around the corner. Hey, Miss Lady Liz, how are you? I know. Sweet Pea says, what pissed me off was the guy saying, at least fight back. I mean, and then, when she's like thrown on the floor and she just sits there. Oh, that's so heartbreaking to see. And did no one go up to her? Like, we don't know what happened afterwards. That chick seemed like she was still ready to go, but we don't see the rest. How they went to sleep after drinking, like it looked like the way they would have still been sleeping. Yeah. Hey, Carly. Well, from Princess, from what I read again, where is it? So from what I read today from this article, it says for sure it doesn't say the names on here though, but it does say that the Attorney General, that they have confirmed with this newspaper that an arrest warrant has already been issued. And it does say the state official shared with the Independent that the case has already been clarified and a friend of the victim was identified as the direct aggressor in the events that occurred on October 29th in Los Cabos. So they already have someone identified as their aggressor, and we can all assume who that aggressor is from the video. And then again, he pointed out the procedures for their Interpol file and the request for the extradition of the femicide are already being carried out. And then based off of what he said after he posted this on the Facebook group, this reporter, he also states that let's see, and must be arrested by authorities as soon as she is located, talking about the aggressor in the video. Then it also says there is also an order whoever or who recorded the video and did not help her. And then they said that they're going to do a full version of the interview with the Attorney General. Have that, they'll share that. So as soon as they share it, like I said, I will either, if I'm not live, I will share that on the community. So it looks like there are arrest warrants being issued right now. So that's a good sign, you guys. Allison says, I think they plan to get her drunk the night before, so she woke up groggy. I wonder that too, to be honest with you. I do think that, my opinion. I think one thing I did notice it too, I don't know if you noticed that when, you know what, they're at the, when they're at the dinner table eating and Shanquilla's recording, she didn't take a shot though, unless she took it after she recorded. But when she's recording, they all took shots, like the friends, but she was holding her, it looked like a margarita, and she was recording it. So maybe she took it afterwards, but I did notice that. I know, that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. She says the drinks are always free at those resorts. I don't know about all of them. So based on this article and what this reporter is saying, there are warrants for whoever recorded. So whoever recorded the video or did not help her. So then wouldn't that be all of them? But see, here's the thing. I don't see Elise in the video. So you see, obviously, Shanquilla and Dejanay. Then we have the guy recording it, and we hear him saying, "Can't you fight back?" That's the people are saying that is Malik. So we know he would be right there. Then on the right side, you see another girl recording because you see her fingernails, her long fake nails, and she's either FaceTiming or recording. People are saying that is Winter Donovan. And then at the very end, you get a short glimpse of her so-called bestie. That, like, the guy recording kind of turns and it like cuts off. So the only one we don't see is Elise. Princess said, I heard she texted ex-boyfriend. What I heard. See, I heard that was her boyfriend. Without a doubt, you guys, I know sometimes with these cases, I'm like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know. With this case, I truly believe that the family have been so vocal, and I truly believe that, you know, the YouTubers and social media have been, really raising awareness with this case. I do think there is going to be justice, without a doubt. And then seeing this article that I just read, if that's true, I'm not worried about it. She's going to definitely get justice. And it looks like they're going to be in a Mexican prison. Good luck. I think they did. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions about this, what I shared with you guys with the article or what this reporter is saying? To me, I understand it, but it seems like a lot of people are getting confused. A lot of people think that people have been arrested already. So nobody's been arrested yet. There's procedures they have to go through, just like out here. There's procedures that has to be done first, but it looks like the first step is arrest warrants have been signed off and issued. That's the first step. Was any of those friends there? Is a couple? Well, okay, so I didn't fully watch the stream, but I don't know. There's been rumors that, I don't know, two of the guys were together. I don't know if that's true though, you guys. There's a lot of stuff being said with this case. I mean, people are saying originally that Dejanay was a man. People were also referring to Winter Donovan as a man. There's just so much speculation. That's another thing that I seen too, that she paid for the trip. Let me see what Allison said. Where's your comment? All right, so let me see what you guys say so we can read the Mexican police report. Yeah, I know. And she said no. She did say no. She said no. Probably because, I'm going to speculate, probably because maybe, I mean, there's there's another video of Winter Donovan grabbing her by the neck and body slamming her. This is my opinion. I really wonder if Winter did grab her and drag her out of that bed. So she's, in my opinion, maybe she was like, shit, if I don't, they're both going to attack me right here. You know what I mean? Grateful Ed says both of them look manly. Yes. Hi, Alice. She says, this shit was planned by those friends, so-called friends, I should say. Yeah, and Winter called 911. See, and you guys let me know while I'm getting the other stuff I want to share with you. You guys talk about this in the chat. People believe that she was brought out there. My boyfriend thinks this. My boyfriend thinks she was brought out there to rob her and to take her life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking you would go to Cabo, to do it. And he's like, well, yeah, you just pay off, the authorities there. They don't want to deal with Americans out there. They're like, go back home. You know what I mean? It will make them look bad. So pay them off. But I don't know. I'm just like, ugh. My boyfriend, without a doubt, he believes that. I think my opinion is that I feel like they already didn't like her. And I think that some shit started out there. And I think they decided to jump her out there. That's what I think. I don't think they meant to kill her. I think they meant to probably rob her and probably to jump her and to humiliate her. That's why they recorded it. And here's you guys, who mentioned the maid? Because it is not mentioned in the police report. It's not mentioned in anything in the death certificate. Who mentioned the maid? I was trying to go back and look. Where did that first come from? Because there's no mention of a maid. Nurse Bev, based off of what I seen, how Dejanay was hitting her, I'm going to assume Dejanay did not like her. Because if you're really friends with someone, I know some people have been saying, well, friends fight sometimes. Okay, but do you really take off on your friend like that? Jesus Christ. No. Princess, glad I have less friends, right? This case has I've always been sadly aware of girls' shadiness and shit like that, but now I'm looking around some people I have in my life some of these cases make me look at people in my own life I think I need to cut you motherfucking loose. You probably want to do me dirty. Hey, Scottish Queen. No, that's not the guy that is recording the video that we hear the voice, Nurse Bev. That is not the guy that arrived late. The guy that arrived on the 29th would be Najir. And he's the only one that has gone on his own social media trying to clear his name up. Hey, Delana. She said, sorry I'm late. She was at Sam's Club and it was completely crazy. I can't believe you went to Sam's Club today, Delana. You're crazy. I went to Walmart and I was dying. Okay, Bushi, let me know. Thank you. I try to find it. I think one of the friends told the mom, but I was trying to see where it came from. Yeah, I know Najir said a nurse on his video. So I know it's not him who says, unless he says it somewhere else, but on his live stream, he does not mention, he says a nurse. So somebody mentions a maid, and I can't remember who did. The Express was a hot mess. Oh my God. I know my boyfriend, because he knew I was going live right now. So he's like, let me take the girls. I'm going to go take them. He's on a mission to find green beans for the green bean casserole. And I'm like, why did we wait to the day before? I can't believe I forgot it was Thanksgiving. So he's on a mission trying to find that. But of course, my little one wanted to stay here. The pet wellness. But do you remember where they're referring that it came from, though? Like, did one of the friends say it? Oh man, it bugs me because it's not in the police report. Yeah, you guys, never wait till the day before to try to get cranberry sauce or green beans. He's already been to 3 stores. Brandy says, not this year. All right, let me see what I have for you guys. Okay. Let's talk about this guy now. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who this is. This is Gerardo Zungia, and he's an investigative reporter, digital editor, copyright, and community manager. And he's an experienced Mexican journalist with a private history of working in the media. He has over 27 years of experience, and he is the one who started investigating Shanquilla's death out there. And it was him who actually, since he was investigating it, it was him that got the police report. And in a lot of the mainstream media out here that are reporting on the police report, they do give him a shout out in a lot of them because he is the one who brought that to everyone's attention. So if you guys can drop some prayer hands for this guy, because I don't know if you guys are aware, when you're an investigative reporter out there, like somewhere like Mexico, you know, your job is very scary because you sometimes are bringing to light corruption and a lot of stuff, and you could be killed over it. So some of the things that he is saying is like, holy shit. So some prayer hands for him. And I'm super, super happy that he got the police report, because I think eventually we would have gotten it, but he made it possible for us to get it. And he's been doing some research on her death, and a lot of things don't make sense. And he talked to a YouTuber that goes by the name of Chronicle Speaks. And I watched the video she put up, and she had talked to him, and she shared some of the screenshots, and I want to share them with you guys really quick. So hold on. So this was a screenshot between her and him. And she says, do you have any idea why the police would cover up for these individuals from another country? And he says, a police source tells him that it was possibly because the agents who processed the crime scene kept 17,000 that Shanquilla brought in her luggage. Now, when I seen this, I was like, wait, 17,000? Who carries 17,000 in their luggage? Like, I was like, wait, no, is that in pesos? Like 17,000? I don't know, because I think you could only take what, 10,000 unless, and then you have to go through what, security check or custom. What is that? You have to go through. I think it's 10,000. Hold on. So I don't know about the 17,000. Let me see. How much can you take to Mexico? And I 100% would believe them taking her money. Like, I'm not even doubting that. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. How much money can go to Mexico? Does anyone know? Is it 10K? Yeah, put 17,000 in her suitcase. I mean, that's a lot. I know she was vacationing, but I'm like 17,000. I can see 5,000. So I don't know if this is like, does anyone know what that would be in pesos? Anybody? Do you know, Grateful Ed, what that would be? He says, not American. That's what I'm thinking too. Oh, you're lucky, Allison. We're deep frying and we're a turkey. We're going to a friend's house this year, but we're doing deep fried and the green bean casserole. Yeah, it has to be under 10,000 to stay under the radar. But does anybody know what this would be though? Maybe, let me see. When entering Mexico from aboard, you are required to comply with all requirements. Okay, we know that. Let's see. When leaving or arriving in Mexico on a plane or ship, the tax exemption is $500 in goods that can be entered. When traveling by road, up to $300 is in goods are emitted. As for money, let's see. Travelers can enter and leave Mexico. Oh yeah, with a maximum of $10,000. This amount is valid in cash, national or foreign checks, documents to collect, payment orders, or combination of any of these three. All travelers must fill out the form specifically that they are carrying an amount greater than or less than $10,000 US, 10,000 US dollars. And in case of answering that the person is traveling with a higher amount, the person will have to complete the declaration of entry, extraction of cash amount of documents to collect as indicated by the tax administration services. If you do not declare the money, it says that you can be fined up to 20 or 40% of the amount. Oh shit. Okay, so just a doctor says in pesos. Could it be traveler's check? I don't know, but it says this again was shared from a YouTuber who was talking to this investigative reporter out there, and her name is Chronicle Speaks, and she shared some of this messages between the two, and he says, because she says, do you have any idea why? Because the reason this was a follow-up, I believe, from right here. So Shanquilla's murder has been hidden by the Mexican government so as not to affect the image of the tourist destination of Los Cabos. And I 100% believe this. They covered it up because they do not want it to affect the image of the tourist destination out there. And then it's this one where, do you have any idea why the police would cover up those individuals from another country? And then he says a police source told him that it was possibly because the agents who processed the crime scene kept 17,000 that Shanquilla brought in her luggage. But if you think about it, you guys, from the very beginning, what has been being said about this case? It is being said that the friend stole money from her suitcase. That has been circling from the very beginning. I've seen that her friend stole money from her suitcase. And I've always was like, was that true? Was that not true? So then seeing this, I'm like, shit. Was that given to the fucking police to pay them off? Yeah. Did you find out where, Mandy? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I don't believe there was a maid there. I mean, I don't know if you guys do. I don't. At first I did. I didn't know what to believe, you know. But there's no mention. I'm questioning about the maid right now just because someone mentioned it in the chat, and because they said it wasn't in the report. And I'm like, you're right. It wasn't in anything. There was no mention of the maid. Oh, okay. Thank you, Grateful Ed. So 17,000 would be like 900, which makes more sense to me. So it'd be $900 US. So, and pesos. Sorry. So 17,000 pesos would be like 900 US. Yeah. That makes more sense to me. And if you ever go to Mexico, you do need to take some money because, you know, if you might have to use it to get yourself out of some trouble you didn't even think you were going to get in. Oh, they are very I'm, I hate to say it, but they are very corrupt. My Spanish is not that great, and I would never go out there unless I have somebody who's very fluent in Spanish and knew their way around there. I would never go by myself like that because I'm like, nope, they see an American, don't speak great Spanish. Yeah, no. Okay, Mandy. So she mentions a maid on her channel. Okay. And I think it's probably from what's just because I think you guys can agree, there's been a lot of things said with this case. By now, we're trying to know, like, see what's fact and what's not, because there's been a lot. Just like, what about yesterday when I went live? People were saying, have you listened to the cousin's interview? It's all over Reddit. Remember that? Well, Delana, shout out to Delana, this morning, she had sent it to me, and I was like, yeah, I kind of listened to some of the stuff that girl was saying, and it doesn't make sense, anything she's saying. And then Delana told me, no, that the family actually said they didn't know that chick at all. So this chick is claiming to be the cousin and saying all of this shit that they went to the friends, they went to a club, they stole her credit cards. She's saying all kinds of things. And the family is saying they don't even know that chick. So, yeah. I don't know why people do that, dude. It's so weird. Allison says, I went there when I was 5 months pregnant with my first child with family. I wasn't a fan. They drive fast. Just letting you know, they drive fucking fast. Like, really fast. I'm like, shit. I think that's just another rumor. I believe people were saying too, the family have said they haven't seen any money from her accounts, like her cards, her bank, that have been touched. So again, a lot of things that are just being pushed out there that aren't true, you guys. Carly says, I had a great time. It's Instagram. Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy. Wait, it's an Instagram guy now. Oh, I thought you were talking about, wait, let me go back to your comment. Hold on, Mandy. So you said Crazy Crime Chick. I saw the clip at 10, the timestamp of 10:45 Intent to Life's video on this case. So on 18:45, the clip you're telling me, is that, are you talking about she showed Najir's Instagram live? I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying. Ooh, look at Yezi. She comes with exact. She says it's 870. Thank you. So doesn't that make more sense now? So they took 870 from her suitcase. And yeah, I totally see that. But does she just say that there was a maid, or does she show you guys a clip that who said it was the maid? I just listened to Najir's. I need to stop listening to these things right before bed, I swear, because I listened to that yesterday and I fell asleep. I listened to it a couple of times, and oh gosh, he talks about, I know he talks about the nurse. He says he got there at 3:26. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys, the next live stream, we need to go through his live. We do. And I don't think, well, Scottish Queen says, see, now the Mexicans will be wanting to get these 6 for doing this and bringing light to corruption. They will make an example of them, hopefully. It's definitely hard to trust. I think we can all agree. Pet says, I don't remember. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to end up going through it together, you guys. We'll see. Well, I know from the police report to what he said to the police report, it does match up. Nazir, I'm talking about. That's the guy that came on the 29th. What he said on his Instagram live, even though he was all over the place, what he said does match up with the police report. The police report and the death certificate, that don't match up. And that's a problem. And that's why a lot of people think the police were paid off. And I think so too. It has. It seems like I said this last time. I don't know if it's because I cover true crime or when I started covering true crime, but I'm like, I didn't realize this many kids go missing. I didn't realize this many people are fucking that crazy. Now, I personally think they're going to try to really throw the book. I do with this. They got the pressure on them right now, definitely. And all the creators that have been really covering this and really bringing attention, there's a lot of fucking huge creators covering this case. My gosh, really big creators that are all over this case. Shout out to them. Not many in the true crime community, but that's okay. We got little ones like me here. You have trust issues. Brandy says selfishness and money equals evil. All right, let me read to you guys the Mexican police report. So so there's the one that everyone's been reading on their channel. It's from, what was it? I forgot the article's name. But I actually clicked on there, who first reported on it, and then it takes you to a Mexican newspaper. So I clicked on that and I just put English. So we're going to read that because that goes over a lot more information that I'm like, holy shit. So let me read that. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. So this was written November 21st. So just the other day. Now, there are some things that they have not corrected on here, and I'm like, you guys need to do an edit on here and make some corrections because, yeah. They're referring to Dejanay as a transgender, and she's not one, which is being stated. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to move my mic a little bit. Can you guys still hear me if I move my mic a little bit further? I think you guys could. I'm going to take a big drink of my drink, so I'm going to mute real quick so you don't anyone wearing earphones. Hold on. Okay, let me read this article to you guys. Can you guys still hear me okay? Am I robotic because I'm sharing the screen? Yes, and thank you all for being here. This article says that she is one. I'm like, girl, go over there, turn yourself in, get it corrected, or else you're gonna be maybe in the men's jail at first. Okay, good. They're saying Okay. All right. So it says that San Jose del Cabo, Baja California. Now it says that, and again, this was the 21st, so just the other day this came out. A group of agents from the FBI from the field office in Charlotte, North Carolina, arrived this weekend in this seat of Las Capes. So the FBI was out there this weekend. So it's interesting. They're out there this weekend, and then now today we're hearing that arrest warrants have been issued. So this is good. This is very good. Now it says that United States federal agents are investigating the mystery surrounding the violent femicide of the young Shanquella Brenda Robinson, better known as Quella, now which occurred since last October 29, inside a room located at the 32 Villa Linda Street in Cabo Villas tourist complex, owned by the Puerto Los Cabos development. This villa does not want any negativity. This tourist villa does not want no negativity surrounding their place. No. They don't want that. Now it says that the murder of the 25-year-old girl attracted the attention of the United States government after the family of the victim, originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, exposed their disagreement with the contradictory information between the medical opinion and the autopsy of her death. Now, originally, the government of Mexico, after delivering the body of Shanquella Robinson, they reported that, and it says they need to correct that she had died of alcohol poisoning. And Shanquella's mom, Salamandra Robinson, she also stated this in some of the interviews that she has done, that when she first learned about, her daughter passing, she, had to call and see what happened to her, and that the Mexican authorities had told her that she died from alcohol poisoning. So originally, that's what they were telling the family originally, you guys. Now, however, the death certificate determined that the young woman had died from severe spinal cord injury, and of course, the dislocation of the atlas. That is a break in the first two neck vertebrae. Do you guys think in that fight video, sorry, not a fight video, the attack video, do you think that's where she got these injuries? Or do you think something happened after that? I think it's in that video, my opinion. I've watched it so many times, you guys. I think it's in that video. At the very end, she just sits there. I don't think she was deceased right then and there, but I think her injuries already were from that. She just sat there kind of hunched over a little bit with her head kind of down. It's really, really sad. It's like that video is her being killed, in my opinion. But Brandy says, I think it was in the video. So do I. I watched it again today and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I was like, I was thinking about what everybody said. A lot of people are saying there's a second video that shows, Winter Donovan grabbing her by the neck and body slamming her, and then she don't move after. But after hearing that audio where it's supposed to be Winter Donovan, and what she says that Dejanay's the one who told her, like, I don't want to have to drag you out of the bed. I honestly, in my opinion, I think that was Winter who did that. I think Winter grabbed her, threw her on the floor, and then they told her, get up, and then we see what we see. But that's what I think. Yeah, her head is slumped. I was looking at that today, and I was like, oh my gosh. Now, the FBI investigation particularly began after a viral video was released where you can see how and in what way the young African American was allegedly attacked by her friend, look at this, Dejanay Jackson, a transgender, inside the room of the tourist complex. And everyone's saying she's not a transgender, you guys. So why are they reporting that she is? That's horrible. I'd be like, honey, I'm a girl. What the fuck? But then again, I wouldn't want to deal with it anyway. I would be like, Think I'm a guy. I don't care. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to go in hiding. That would be me. But they have her as a transgender, and I wonder why. Now, another thing that they're claiming here is that the attack would have been filmed by another of why, and this is what gets me mad. Like this whole article right here, though, they refer to them as men, these ladies. Like they're not freaking men. Even for Shanquilla, they're referring to her. Look at this. The attack would have been filmed by another of his, it should be hers, her friend, identified as Khalil Cook. Now, all out here, everyone is saying that that's Malik, but this article is saying that that's Khalil. So another discrepancy for me with this one. It says where the 25-year-old girl can be heard, old girl can be heard mocking. Quilla, can you at least defend yourself? And I think that really pisses everybody off. It's like, obviously you see she's not able to. I mean, shit, you probably already knew that she was dragged out of her bed. And who knows what happened to her before we start seeing that recording? You know what I mean? Was she attacked by one of the other females before that? You know what I mean? It was never a fight. She did not fight. The mother of the victim, Salamandra Robinson, assuring that she was attacked. And I think everyone in my chat can agree, you guys, and everyone watching this on the replay, that is no fight. That is definitely her being attacked. And I can't help and wonder if she was attacked prior to that. Grateful I said, I'm not sure she's a female. Well, I don't know. Everyone's saying she is a female. People that are claiming, like all over the internet, they're all saying she is. And I seen someone get mad and say, oh, why do girls have to be super tiny? And if you're not super tiny, you're considered, people think you're a man. And in the video that they're eating and they're doing push-ups, Dejanay is not big. She is small. Like she has a cute shape, you know? So I don't know. I don't think she's big at all. I don't think any of these girls are big at all. I mean, they're different shapes. So I'm voluptuous. These girls are voluptuous. We have hips, we have booty, we have legs, you know? Hi, all that glitters. You've missed a lot so far. We don't call it a fight video. We call it an attack video. Yeah, Scottish Queen. You can see two. You can see two people recording. I agree, Delana. She says it's absolutely sickening what these folks did, and they all need to pay for it. Yes, and I do think they will. Now that we learned there's arrest warrants issued for the aggressor, which we all can agree the aggressor is going to be Dejanay, and we now know that there are warrants for anybody that recorded it and didn't do anything. So all of those fuckers in that room, the ones that recorded and the ones that didn't do shit, you all should pray the. Can't they get charged too for lying? Because you know, they all were quick to say alcohol poisoning, alcohol poisoning. No one mentions about the fight to anybody. It's no mention about a fight in the police report. All that glitter says she couldn't even watch the fight. The first time I seen it, I was just streaming Twitter, and I seen it on my feed. So I clicked it, and I watched it the first time, and I was like, wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mind was like, wait, what is this? You know what I mean? And then when I realized she was naked, I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck is this? And then I started searching everything. And that's when I was like, oh my fucking God, this is horrible. The cuffs are coming. The cuffs are coming. Just like we have protocols, they have protocols. But as long as we know arrest warrants have been issued, that's the first step, you guys. And that's good. Okay, Buttercup 3333. Okay, so it says one day One day before she was murdered, the young woman from Charlotte had arrived in Los Cabos on vacation, accompanied by a group of 6 friends for which she was happy. I looked at some pictures of her post and she was really having a good time, and I don't know when it all started to go wrong, her mother recounted. Now, Shanquilla Robinson's traveling companions called her mother to inform her that she was not feeling well and had had alcohol poisoning. The people who were with her told different stories, said the mother, explaining that later they called again only to report that her daughter had died. And in the video, if it's the first thing in the morning, they attacked her. And this is something I was talking to my boyfriend about today. I'm like, okay, in the video at the very end, it just seems like she was really hurt at the very end, in my opinion. I don't think she had passed, but I do think she was severely hurt. I'm wondering, was she able to get up on her own and move around on her own, or did they have to help her? And again, who put the clothes on her? Because in the video, she's naked. Now, the friends, they managed to leave Mexico after not being arrested by the Los Cabos police in an act of evident impunity after the death of the young woman, and it seems that they had disappeared from the face of the earth. I haven't seen no post from them or anything. Like, I don't know. I know a lot of reporters are trying to call them. I don't know if all, but some of their phone numbers that were listed on that sign-in sheet have been disconnected. Reporters have gone to their homes. Nobody's answering. So they're probably all fucking hiding. Or someone's trying to help them hide. I hope none of their family members try to help them hide, you guys. Oh my gosh. Imagine that shit. A Brian Laundrie situation here. Nope, this is not good. Turn them in. Family members turn their asses in. Now, they all lied and no longer responded to the messages and calls from the victim's mother or her relatives. And isn't that some shit, you guys? You have her so-called bestie of 7+ years going over there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, returning her luggage and lying to the mama's face, saying she died of alcohol poisoning. Then he has a nerve to take Dejanay and fucking Winter to the house. Then the sister's like, hey, we're hearing there was a fight. Was there a fight? And they lied to the family saying, nope, there was no fight at all. Straight lying. Like, if you did and you're going to lie, like, how you got some balls to go to the house and look at them to the face. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be like, I'm so ashamed. I want to go nowhere. I've been searching for updates as I feel exactly what they wanted. Yeah, I can't even find any of their social media accounts. Oh my God, all that glitters. My brother was beaten to death when I was 15 on Christmas Eve in a very similar circumstances. The 5 got away with it because they couldn't be sure what punch killed him. Oh my God, all that glitters. I'm so sorry. That is so horrible. And on Christmas Eve, don't tell me do you ever come across those 5? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do. That's horrible. And I think too, they're probably trying to figure out who was actually recording, who's the one holding the phone that looks like a FaceTime call. I'm talking about law enforcement. You know, to me, you can tell that's her so-called bestie at the very end. I don't see Elise anywhere, but I do hear a female's voice, but I don't know if that's who that is. That could be Elise or that could be Winter. The only one I'm like, is Elise, because you don't see her anywhere on there. You know who they are? Ugh. That's horrible. That is so horrible. I don't know what I would do if I would see the person who might have been responsible, or was responsible. You know what I mean? Now, the article goes into just, identifying who was there. So we already know Winter, Donovan, Khalid Cook, so-called Bestie, Elise Hyatt, Malik Dyer, Dejanay Jackson, and then Najir Wiggins. He's the guy that went there on the 29th. Now, it says this. The other investigation, regardless of the fact I managed to find a transgender, Dejanay Jackson is the person who would have attacked and killed Shanquella Robinson, and Khalil Cook, who recorded the video that went viral. So I'm wondering if this is another mistake by them, because this article has a couple of mistakes, but I'm wondering if this is in fact what's being reported out there. Because again, remember, this is a investigative reporter. He did this article. And I did see that someone's supposed to do it. I thought I heard someone's going to do an interview with him. This is a question I want to know. Is his source telling him that law enforcement believes the person who recorded the video is Khalil Cook? Because out here, everyone's been saying that's not him, that is Malik Dyer. So that's something I'm wondering. Is this a mistake, or is this something that his source had told him that it was Khalil who recorded it? Law enforcement believes. Now, again, who recorded the video that went viral? It is also investigating the omission and negligence of the authorities for the whole series of contradictions in the case. So that's going to be based off of the report. So it is clear that they will put pressure on the government of Mexico and the government of Baja California to determine the responsibilities of the other people who would not have done their job well. Now, the people are. Now, this blew my mind, you guys. He's saying that the people under investigation are going to be Carolina Beatrice. She's the doctor. And then we got Los Cabos, the police officers. It doesn't give the last names, but Omar and David. The agent of the public ministry of the PGJE, Julio Daniel. He says they all lie. What the fuck? If this is true, all of these people are being right now. Wow. When I first read this, I was like, holy shit. They all lied. The death of the young American, according to a copy of the police report, was reported 3 hours after the femicide around 6 p.m. on October 29th. Now, it goes into the events of that day. So, when the agents of the Los Cabos police arrived at the first responders, it doesn't give the last names, you guys. So, the first responders, Omar and David, aboard the DS-777 patrol car, were received by the doctor from the American Medical Center, Carolina Beatrice. Now, reporting that at 2:13 p.m., they had requested the consultation service for the young Shanquella Brenda Robinson, commenting that they had reported that the victim had drank a lot of alcohol and they intended to channel her IV. So again, the doctor arrives on scene and it is being told to her by her so-called friends, that she had drank a lot. Because the first thing the doctor is going to do, and Shanquella's not responsive, so the first thing she's going to do is ask people around there what happened, right? And they all said she had drank a lot. So they're already pushing that narrative. She drank a lot from the get-go. So 2:13, they requested the consultation service. So 2:13, let me go to my notes because I have everything written down. Okay, so 2:13. Now, the doctor, she arrived an hour after receiving the report. So that would have been at 3:15 p.m. So 2:13, the request for the doctor comes in, and then she gets there an hour later at 3:15. where she said, so the doctor said, a female person was found. Now it says that she had a poor verbal response in a drunken state with stable vital signs and dehydrated. The doctor explained to the police, for which she advised her friends to transfer her to the clinic. However, the friends refused and requested that she be treated on site. So doctor gets there 3:15. She checks Shanquilla, takes her vitals. I'm assuming the first thing she does also is talk to everybody. They're saying she's drunk. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So she checks her vitals and she talks to everybody, and she just thinks that she's dehydrated. Like, are you like, and this is why I need a medical professional in here, because I'm wondering if you suffer this type of trauma to the spine, is this how she would be acting? Not responsive? Would her vitals still be showing stable? I don't know where the fuck dehydrated came from though, but would she be would she be acting like this though? And she advised the friends to take her to the clinic, but they refused and requested that she be treated on site. And I said this before, I think they refused to have her moved because they were thinking of themselves. Because at this time, they knew what the fuck just happened. And in my opinion, I don't think she was able to get up by herself after that. And I think they waited it out. I don't think they called 911 right away. I personally don't, my opinion. Well, you think about it, they had to put something on her. They had to put clothes on her. Because in the video, she's naked. So one, and I'm going to speculate here. I think afterwards, she was really in really bad condition after that. And I think they probably were like, oh, fuck. They're probably like, what the fuck did you do? You know what I mean? And probably scrambling, trying to figure out, is she going to be okay? What are they going to do? And one, you got to get your shit covered. And they had to put something on her before they called the doctor. They had to. So, okay, so looking at her, would they be able to tell she's dehydrated though? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how did she know she was dehydrated? You're going to send me a breakdown on my phone? I have my phone in front of me, Delana, if you want to send it to me. Oh, I think so too. Once I get to more of the article, I think so too. And that's another thing that bugs me too. The Pet Wellness says, I don't understand why the nurse wouldn't have noticed all the bruises and abrasions on her body and face. Again, I think maybe that's why they're all being investigated right now. And Najir said himself in his live stream, so the guy that arrived the next day, his story is he arrives the next day about 3:26. He says that she was on the couch in the game room. She was not responsive to anything he was saying, but he says she was alive. He also says that he was rubbing her head and all this stuff, and he says he didn't notice the big bump on her head. The nurse pointed that out, he said. And that's very important. The nurse pointed that out, he says, the bump on her head. He says he himself noticed on Shanquilla, her eye had red around it, and she had a cut lip. So you're telling me, the doctor did not see that? Yeah, there's a red flag right there. And the attack video, you're telling me she suffered no trauma, no bruising, no markings? Bullshit. She had a cut. Her eye was already starting to get red based off of what Najir said. Najir got there, he says, at 3:26. And when he gets there, he says he noticed she did have, he's like, I didn't notice the bump on her head. He's like, the nurse pointed that out, but he's like, I did notice she had a red thing on her eye and her lip was cut. And I'm like, dude, that's your friend of how many years, allegedly, you say? And you see her like that and you don't ask, like, what the fuck did you guys, like, what happened here? I don't know. Well, there's no mention right now of a nurse. This is the doctor. Najir calls her the nurse, but this is the doctor. Now it says, okay, so the friends refused for her to go to be taken to, requested that she be, the friends refused and requested that she be treated on site. Shanquilla's mom also stated that she herself told the friends, how her daughter wasn't feeling that she wasn't feeling good and if, to take her to the emergency. And she said that the friends told her that they needed $5,000 in cash in order to take her. And the mom's like, wait, she has insurance. So therefore, according to the doctor, she proceeded to channel without success. So that at 4:20 p.m., she presented and generalized tonic-clonic seizures that lasted less than a minute with, relaxation. So she had a seizure that lasted a minute at 4:20 p.m. Poor thing, I swear. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Now, in such a way that the friend of the alleged aggressor, identified as Winter Donovan, she dialed 911 requesting an ambulance, for which in the process, Shanquilla Robinson presented respiratory difficulties and decreased pulse. So when she goes into the seizure, I guess this is when, maybe for them shit got real. I mean, shit should have gotten real after she probably was unresponsive. And here's the thing. So think about this. Logically think about this, you guys. We're all adults here. Let's think clear about this. So this fight happens obviously in the morning, right? I mean, not fight, attack. This attack happens to her in the morning on the 29th. Do you really believe after that attack and how she looks at the end of that video that Shanquilla got up and was like, let me get shit-faced right now? Do you really think that? No. What we seen in the video, there is no way I'm going to believe she was like, you know what? I feel good. Let's party. No. No way. And you know what's sad? Winter is the one who called 911. Bestie, you should have fucking been the one. You should have been the one calling 911. Now, the situation forced the doctor to give rescue breaths. And this is another thing. Doctor's doing mouth to mouth and you didn't notice a cut on her lip? You guys. I'm glad they're being looked into. I am so glad. If this is true that the doctor is being looked into, I'm so fucking happy. Now, however, around 4:49, according to the doctor's vision, she stopped feeling her pulse and started CPR with the help of one of her friends until the ambulance arrived, and they continued with the session CPR. So again, at 4:49, they're feeling that her pulse is stopping, and they continue with doing CPR with one of the friends. Man, this is so heartbreaking. Shanquilla is passing away right in front of them. And if they would have just not thought of themselves, I mean, This is just heartbreaking. Would she been able, if she was taken to the clinic, would she been able, see, I'm not a doctor and I need to look more into this. Would she been able to survive that type of injury? Would she been able to survive that if she would have been taken to the doctor immediately? Like, let's say after this fight, shit, why do I keep saying fucking fight? After this attack, if they took her to the clinic immediately, would she be okay after that or no? And Buttercup, I've also heard that too, that they do make people that aren't from there pay up front. For your comment, she says, my mom says in Mexico you need to pay up front the amount. They don't do insurance or payment plans. If you don't have the cash, then they won't really help you. Brandy says, I don't think so with the neck injury. Carly says, honestly, who wants to fight someone that's not fighting back? Who wants to fight anyone who's naked? You know what I mean? And then they're all recording it. I really believe they wanted to humiliate her. Yeah, I'm for definitely the US, yes, but not in that country. I also heard too that over there, if you're not from there, they will make you have to pay up front. That's in cash, is what I heard too. Callie says, probably alive but not able to move. And that's what I'm thinking too. Callie Searches, good to see you. She says, probably alive but not able to move. And Khalil also says when he got there, she was not responsive to anything he said. And when you watch Khalil's on live, I don't know, I feel like he knew what had happened. I think they probably told him and he knew, like, fuck, man, what the fuck happened, dude? Like, that's the feeling I get. Like, because he's like, dude, I was telling her to get up and come on. He's like, Grateful Ed says, it depends if the spinal cord was actually severed. You can break your neck and have a broken vertebrae, but still not a severe severed the spinal cord. Oh, for sure, Buttercup. I think that too. Ugh, Christy, that thought is just heartbreaking. The thought of that. I mean, and we don't even know what happened after the video shuts off, or I mean, I don't even know if the video shuts off what we just seen. Did that chick was still heated in the video. You can hear her in the video. She was ready to go. So I'm wondering, did she go back there and do something? You know what I mean? We don't know because we don't see it. I know, I agree about Brandy. She says, sorry, typo. Okay, where did I leave off? So in summary, according to the doctor, they performed a total of 14 CPR sessions, applying 5 doses of adrenaline and 6 shocks without success. But again, they call her a he, but she had no pulmonary reflexes. So 14 CPR sessions. Wow. 5 doses of adrenaline and 6 shocks without success. That's sad. And Dr. Caroline Beatrice declared the young American clinically dead at 5:57 p.m., which is completely different than what it says on the death certificate. Now it says at 6:35 p.m., the first responders proceeded to make a telephone link through the C2 to the agent of the public ministry of the PGJE, Julio Daniel. Now, recounting the facts for which he instructs the filing of the forms, corresponding records, IPH, and wait for the arrival of the ministerial police. Then it says, of course, the version of the doctor from the American Medical Clinic, it is, it's contradictory with the information on the death certificate. And this is what everyone is talking about, that what's on this report, this police report, what this doctor wrote, it's completely different, because in the death certificate, it states that the time between injury and death was just 15 minutes. So why is that so different? However, the doctor from the private clinic, according to her version in the police report, the victim died 2 hours and 45 minutes after having had the first contact with the victim. So again, per the police report, the doctor, her version is that the victim died 2 hours and 45 minutes later. But death certificate is saying her injuries, she passed 15 minutes after. That's huge right there. What the fuck is going on? I do think they were paid off, my opinion. I know I was doing a little reading on that Grateful Ed, and I was seeing about just moving her could have done that too. And if they're doing compressions, hey, Lady Tinkerbell. Let me see what Delana sent me. Hold on. Where did you get this from, Delana? Or you're telling me you are, or is this somebody sent this to you that's an ICU nurse? Yeah, so a recap, I wait for Delana to respond to me. So the first thing we went into today was 4 days ago. This was reported, was posted on a Facebook group. This person says that they're a journalist for a newspaper out there in Los Cabos called The Independent. And they said that they were looking into Shanquilla's case. They also said that, they were also sharing this to see if any of the friend or family members wanted to give an interview or make some kind of statement with their newspaper. So they shared that in the group. And then earlier today, they posted this, and it says, again, hello, everyone. We have followed up with Shanquilla's case. My partner, a reporter in Las Paz, asked Attorney General of Baja California what progress there is in the case. Now, he says that the Attorney General replied that they have pointed out the culprit. Supposedly, they are working with Interpol for an extradition. He also linked the article. Now, when you click the article in the group, it automatically is in Spanish, but you can just click English and it gives it to you in English. So again, I did the English version for it, and this is what we have. And today, Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022. And it's an article for their newspaper. It says BCS arrest warrant for Shanquilla Robinson's murder. And it says that Baja California, the Attorney General, that he confirmed with the newspaper that an arrest warrant has already been issued. So there's an arrest warrant already out there, you guys, against the alleged femicide of Shanquilla Robinson. Now, the state official shared, again, with the newspaper, that the case has already been clarified, and a friend of the victim was identified as the direct aggressor in events that occurred on October 29th, again, in Los Cabos. So again, they have clarified the aggressor, and they've identified who the direct aggressor was on the 29th. And who is the direct aggressor, you guys, that we have all seen? Dejanay Jackson. And then he pointed out that the procedure for the Interpol file and the request for the extradition of the femicide are already being, so arrest warrant, and then also procedures for the Interpol file and the request for the extradition. Extradition, get them back there. And then he also posted again right after he posted that, because there was confusion. He says that I think that many have doubts about whether there is someone who's arrested. He never says that in the article, but I guess some people thought that's what he meant. He says this has not been confirmed, but what he was pretty much saying is it means that there is an official document, the arrest warrant, that guarantees that she, I'm assuming Dejanay, is the main person responsible and must be arrested by authorities as soon as she is located. Now, this is also important to note. There is also an order, so I'm assuming arrest warrant, for whoever or who recorded the video and did not help her. So all of those motherfuckers in that room, that's all of you. So this is good. There's an arrest warrant out, but there is procedures, you guys. So we just need to be patient. I mean, shit, in a couple of days, maybe we'll hear there's an arrest. But I do think this is going to go quick with this one. I think they want to close this shit fast. They don't want any negative attention out there. And then he just says that he says later they will have a full version of the interview with the Attorney General. And then he just apologizes. You know, I think people probably were trying to figure out what the Spanish version was trying to say. But yeah, so that's a good sign, you guys. I'm so happy with that. I hope this is true. Hi, Twisted Gemini. Yeah, and by the looks of it, she will, and I'm happy. Lisa, that's a really good question. Why do you think posted the videos and rats them out? Well, okay, so it's been rumored that, let me go on my phone because I have a screenshot. I don't know if this is true or not, but no one really knows why. But one thing I have seen is that the person that we see that we believe to be Malik, right? He's the one that we hear the voice, that he obviously sent that to somebody. Okay, let me see this. He sent that to somebody, and that person leaked it because the word on the street was she died of alcohol poisoning. And then people were also saying that the girls were going, like the girls that were there, so that's Dejanay, also Winter Donovan, they were already telling their own friends, allegedly, this is like the rumors on the streets, that they were telling their friends, yeah, we fucked her up, and like all this shit, right? Like ranting and raving, they fucked her up. So this person whoever Malik shared it with leaked it to get them in trouble. Like, no, honey, there's more to this story. She didn't die from alcohol poisoning. So that's one version out there. There's another version. Hold on. Let me go to my phone because I took a screenshot of it. There's another version that Elise leaked it. Hold on. Let me go there. I know I took a screenshot of it. So Elise is the girl that I can't find really anything on. Like, you don't see her in that fight video, attack video. Hold on. I know I have a screenshot somewhere, but it's rumored that Elise leaked it. Okay. So it is rumored that Elise leaked the video. It says on here, the girl who leaked the video, Elise, they're saying that Elise fought her second. Her reason for leaking the video is because she claims she was scared. But I don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me. So I don't know. Whoever leaked it, thank you very much. Because honestly, I don't think this case would be where it is right now if that video never surfaced. So whoever it was, thank you. And you guys are so stupid. The ones that recorded it, you just fucked yourself. Like, so thank you too for being idiots. Well, okay, so they would be being charged what murder? I'm going to assume if a charge of murder would come into play, no bond, no bail. And I hit up my friend who knows so much about all the law out there and stuff like that. And she hasn't responded to me because I was trying to ask her all these questions before the live stream, but she hasn't responded. She's probably busy getting ready for Thanksgiving too. But hopefully by the next live, I'll have a lot of her information. She knows a lot about all that shit out there. Boo says, or someone was screen recording if that one roach was FaceTiming. Well, it looks like the girl with the nails, everyone thinks is Winter Donovan's being said. Everyone says that's a FaceTime call right there, that she was showing somebody. Then you have the guy Malik right there. But interesting in this article, though, like I said earlier, there's a question I have for this investigator reporter is, where is it? In his report, again, remember, this guy is the guy that is investigating it. He has his sources. He got the police report that now everyone is talking about. He's saying that it was Khalil Cook who recorded the video. So I don't know. Is that what they think out there? I don't know. Oh, now ABC confirmed it. Yay, thank you. Because some people need, like, people, I don't know. I trust this guy. I trust this article and all of that, the arresting. But sometimes people need it to be confirmed from someone that they know, station like ABC. So ABC just confirmed arrest warrant. Let me go to YouTube. Let me see. Did you see it on YouTube or is it an article? There's one station that's been fire for this case. Which one is it? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Hold on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now everybody is saying breaking Mexico issued arrest warrant. You can also crazy crime brought it to our attention first. Hold on. Let me see. ABC. Let me type in her name. Hold on. Let me see. And you guys, I can't see chat. Hold on. Finally, News Nation. It's about time, News Nation. They finally reported on this case an hour ago. You're a little too late, motherfuckers. This is gets me mad though. And I feel like us minorities, we don't get the attention we need. Like, God forbid something happens to me. I'm Mexican. You guys better cover it. I'm just saying. You guys better cover it. I don't see anything by ABC. Let me go to the articles. Hold on. It's all over. Yeah, I see it all over now, Tammy. I see all the YouTubers are talking about it now. Yeah, she'll go. Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, she will go to Mexico. Yeah, extradition. They're trying to get her over there. Like, not too much longer. So yeah. And no, I'm going to pull it up. Let me just type her name. Let me see what mainstream media out here is now saying it, because out here in Mexico, that's why we got to be looking up, you guys. We got to be looking. This is what I've been doing. We got to look up the newspapers out here where it happened, because they're reporting on shit first before out here where we're at. So that's one thing I learned with this case. I'm like looking up over there, hitting translate English. You know what I mean? So let me see. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I am so happy, you guys, right now. You guys don't even know. Okay, so let's see. ABC. Oh, there. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I want to just pull up the right article. Oh, shit. Okay, we already know the FBI is investigating. Hold on. So not that one. Okay, we'll take your guys' word that ABC is reporting on it. That is good news. Yeah, they're all going back to Mexico. You should have thought about being a shitty human being. Kelly, did you send it to me? Kelly says, I got you. Let me see. Kelly, did you send me something or no? I'm just so happy right now. Because, I mean, we knew this already, you know, but it's good to see that over here, everybody is seeing it now. So arrest warrants are issued. We're all happy right now. So I know Thanksgiving for this family is going to be really hard because, you know, she's not there, but hopefully this just gives them a little bit of comfort knowing your daughter's going to get justice. See, so this article was good. This article was good, you guys. I mean, Mexican authorities might be corrupt, but this reporter is legit. Thank you for sharing that stuff with us. So hopefully, based on the Mexican version of the police report, just putting that in English and all this information came out with it. I'm glad I did that. Let's just hope too that the people under investigation are Carolina Beatrice, the doctor. Then we got Los Cabos, the police officers. It doesn't give the last name, Omar and David. And then the agent of the public ministry of the PGJE, Julio Daniel. They all lied. But do you think this would be covered up, though, you guys? I don't know that. Okay, Kelly. Yay. Thank you, Kelly. They can run, but eventually, hopefully, they are caught. Yep. So again, we know arrest warrants are already out. That the Attorney General of Baja California, they have an arrest warrant already issued against alleged femicide of Shanquilla Robinson. Let's just clap for that right now. I am so happy. Even though we've been talking about this all live, it's good to see everyone out here now catching it. I love it. I fucking love it. Justice for Shanquilla. We're not going to stop until arrest. We're going to continue talking this case. We're going to continue spreading awareness. I'm going to continue tagging her name on Brett and Mr. Enton. They barely covered it now. Jesus Christ. I was trying to get him to cover it. The state official shared again with the newspaper that they have already been clarified, and a friend of the victim was identified as the direct aggressor. So that's going to be Dejanay. Again, he pointed out that the procedures for the Interpol file and the request for extradition of the femicide are already being carried out. So they're already taking care of everything, you guys. And once again, if you guys need to see this, it's this reporter, also the article I just read. He says that once again, it is also being issued an order, so arrest warrant for whoever or who recorded the video and did not help her. So all of you motherfuckers in that room. You got somewhere else to go. I'm happy. Okay, let me read Delana's message. Delana, where did it go? You see my comment where Dad said they left her for the maid to find? Oh, I didn't see that. Is that going to be in the Dad's interview? And, I'm wondering where he heard that from. Hold on. Yeah, they did that from the get-go. Their phone numbers were being disconnected. Their social media were being privated or deactivated. Let me get back to Rhonda. I am so happy right now. Like, so happy right now. Delana, I had your comment highlighted. Boo says, I did see where the dark-skinned one's mom, their words said, don't blame my daughter. She kicked her ass, but light-skinned one slammed her and broke. Ooh, Boo, send me that. I have not seen that. Hold on, let me get back to Delana's comment. I know you did. Hold on, Delana. Okay. So, she just sent me a message. I'm going to read it to you. So she says, from an ICU nurse, not me. Oh, okay. You're funny. Okay, so let me read what she sent me. So this was sent to Delana. I think she's telling us. Let me get back to it. So it says, I'm an ICU nurse, internal decapitation. Often, am I reading that right? Often die quickly. Decapitation. Often die quickly. Delana, you're sending too many messages. It's moving my thing I'm reading. Due to the internal bleeding. Oh my God, Delana, this is a lot to read. I'm going to share this on the community. Oh my God. I'm going to share that on the community. She's going to be like, oh my God, crazy. Because I want to show the Hammock video really quick. She's going to be mad. All right, let me, Deacon, you're hella late. You missed all the good things. There's going to be an arrest. I'm laughing, you guys, at Delana, her messages. This is amazing news. Okay, let me grab the Hammock video really quick, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I did share it here. And thank you guys for being here. I know everyone's busy right now, running around for Thanksgiving. Jesus, I said I want to keep you long, and look at me. Hold on. Okay. So this is, I cropped it. So this was from a live stream that was done from NC Beat. So he's a blogger, I believe, but he also has a YouTube channel, and he's been killing it with a lot of information. He's done an interview with the family members, with Shanquilla's dad and stuff like that. So let me play this for you guys. Well, okay, no, I'm gonna have to stop doing it that way. Hold on. Okay. I know, and it's a lot, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna share it on the community afterwards, but I've already been on here 2 hours, and I told you guys I wouldn't keep you. Blue Street says, I just found out about this case yesterday. Have found out so much info. Well, hopefully your notes are better than mine. Delana says, I'm avoiding everything I need to do, so you're good. Okay, I know. Thank you, Delana, again. Thank you for that. All right, let's listen to this together, you guys. Let's watch this and listen. Again, this is coming from NC Beats. His name is Gerald, I believe. He has a blog, and then he does have a channel. All right, let's watch this. Let me make it bigger.
Everybody,
This is Friday night, 8:45. Quella is asleep. At 9:40, she's in the house eating tacos and drinks. I'm gonna play that video, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna explain to you guys what's going on. Well, what I feel like is going on. The full story. This is the full Instagram story.
Get up and I went global. Can't play around, I had to grow up. We got our first day, buddy. Buddy. She too full. Can't play around, I had to grow up. We got our first day, buddy. Buddy. She too full.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys missed in the beginning. So he says, obviously, so this is supposed to be her so-called bestie, Khalil. He has her phone. You know it's her phone because that's her Instagram story, her name on there. So he is recording off of her Instagram. So he has her phone and he's recording her. Now she's asleep. Okay, she's not, dead here, obviously. This would have been Friday at 8:45 p.m. Okay, so 8:45 p.m. she's asleep right here in the hammock, and he then records her with her own phone, and he says, what does he say? We got a dead body, let me play it again.
Get up and I went global. Can't play around, I had to grow up. We got our first day, buddy. Buddy. She too full.
So we got our first dead body. So a lot of people are thinking that he knew what was about to happen. Other people are thinking this is a really weird thing to say about your friend that's passed out. I mean, this isn't how I talk. If one of my friends is passed out, I'm not going to say we have our first dead body. Like, I don't know. I would be like, she's fucked up. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I think a lot of people are just like, whoa, taken back by this, obviously, because what the fuck happened to her. But I don't know. We've all, at one point or another, maybe not all, but a lot of us have, drank. Our friends have drank. I don't know. It's just weird to hear someone say, "We have our first dead body," and whatever, and he goes on, because when your friends passed out, that's usually you don't refer to them being a dead body, right? I don't know. So this has a lot of people like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Down to it. Fuck those who don't do it because we used to drink.
Drink.
So
I like this guy. He's funny. So Geekin, and I see some other people are saying, peeps are saying the dead body comment is a new slang for being the first person out there. I don't know. I just don't know. Chloe, is that slang for if your friends are passed out that they're gonna say they're gonna refer to you as being a dead body?
No, what?
I
Wait,
would never say that.
wait.
Get out of
Wait,
here.
no, wait, restart that question.
You're too young to even know the
Restart the
answer.
question. Shut up.
Chloe, if you see one of your friends
Why are you
drunk,
talking like that?
because you guys are right here. So if you guys see one of your friends, I have the earphones on so I can hear myself. If you hear one of your friends say, no, if you see one of your friends that are passed out, is it slang to say that's a dead body? Like,
No.
oh, okay, you guys are get out of here.
Wait, but
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So I'm asking my boyfriend now. Have you heard people saying if someone's passed out, are you going to refer to them as being like, oh, that's a dead body?
no.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I guess we're too old. I don't know.
Okay, so
They're like, who says that? But I don't know. We're older, so I don't know, you guys. We don't say that, but maybe you guys tell me. Tammy says, I think it's a rap generation. My boyfriend's from like the rap generation. He's like all into that. So that's why I asked my girl, my little one, she ain't gonna know. She's 12. I'm like, get out of here. You're not gonna know. But I thought my 18-year-old would know because she says all these slang words and I'm like, what the heck? Like that doesn't mean that. But our slang words, they use our slang words and they switch it for different meanings. It's so crazy. So I thought maybe she would know. And I thought my boyfriend would know, but he says no. So I don't know. But maybe it is slang. I just think it's just interesting wording, you know. Again, I don't think it was a setup to take her out there to do that to her. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, you guys say it's slang. It is slang. But it's just, I think a lot of people are thrown back by it because what happened to her. Delana says she's asking her son. Yeah, ask your son, see what he says. I don't know, Heather, but you know, we're a little older, so I don't fucking know. Buttercup's laughing. I don't know, but maybe it is slang. I don't fucking know. I live in Philly. The slang here is a whole new language to me. Tammy says. Christy says it sounds very satanic. It sounds very Satan. First person to pass out. So Grateful Ed, you have kids, no? Is this the slang? I don't know. I mean, kids switch stuff. Like I said, we used to say certain words. Oh, so back in the days when we said, oh, post up, that means to go hang out somewhere, right? Like, oh, go post up here. That means everyone's going to go hang out. My daughter says, she said, post up means fight, that you're going to go fight. And I'm like, what? No, that doesn't mean that. But, oh, Grateful Ed said no kids. Do you have dogs or cats? So people switch, you know, things around all the time, depending where you live too. So Delana says, my son never heard of it either. Yeah, so I don't know. So maybe it is, but we've just never heard of it. Has anyone in the chat heard of it? Comment now or forever hold your peace. He said no. He is 21 and said they do not say that. Catching a body means to have. Ooh, I didn't know that either. Let me finish playing this. So he's going to give his opinion right now. He says also, so Jared says he's never even heard this ever.
That is it's very strange for Khalil Cook to have said what he said. We got our first dead body. Body. She threw foe. That's very weird. I'm gonna play it again, but that is very, very weird to me.
Hey, buddy. She too full.
But who says that? Even if that is a slang, who says that? Who's
We got our first dead body. Buddy. She too full.
and she dead?
And I agree with him too, though. See, he's never even heard of people saying that. And he says it, I cut it out because I didn't want to play his whole life. But Gerald even says, like, I think he says he's 20. I think he said he's 27. I could be wrong. But he even said he's never heard that slang. So I don't know. I've never heard of it, but you guys are saying that's slang. I'm fucking old. I'm gonna be 44 in January, so I'm like in a different generation. So I have to go to my daughter. Everyone's asking their kids. I love it. Ellison says, my son, 22, he said he never heard that. Heather Marie, have you heard that? Right? And he has a nerve. I don't know. It is. I think we can all agree that it is eerie because of what would happen. You know what I mean? Like, she ends up dying. So it is eerie that on Friday at 8:45 p.m., he has her phone and he's recording her, and on her stories, he's saying, we have our first dead body, And then the next morning, very in the morning, because I think we could agree that attack video is in the morning, she's attacked brutally. And I do believe those injuries caused her to pass away. And he's right there and he doesn't stop that attack. So it's just very eerie when you look at it as a whole. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it's very eerie. It reminds me of how eerie it was with the Chris Watts case, how he goes to the neighbor's house and then that like commercial popped up or whatever that was with the oil and all of that. It just is so eerie. I don't know. Yeah, Gerald's killing it. He is the channel he has a blog, so I've been going to his blog first because I think he updates his blog first, the NC Beat, and then he goes and does his channel, I think. But he's killing it for sure with this case. He's funny too. I crack up watching him. He makes me laugh. Like, I like channels that I can watch when they're sharing something serious, but then makes me laugh still. So yeah, right, Deacon? It is weird. Danielle says that the exact phrase, not that exact phrase, though. I saw someone drunk and passed out and said she's dead, but immediately corrected myself so others didn't worry. American Horror Story, yeah. Yep. Well, the video they have of what happened to her for sure. And the metadata, I want to know the metadata. That's like the one thing with this. I'm like, the metadata. What's the metadata on that video? I want to know. Because the police report again says, a different time of death. And they say the doctor was there for 3 hours. And then you have the autopsy's done, then you have the death certificate, and I don't know, you guys, I'm going with that death certificate because that's going to be after they're calling that the autopsy. So they're getting their information from the autopsy report. They're not going based off of the police report. So I'm going with that, in my opinion. Yeah, he's done a really good job. Well, girl, I've been like watching that one for sure. Yeah, I think so too, Tammy. She says, to me, it looks like Deja had major built-up aggression towards Sanquilla. That anger didn't come from one night. No way it didn't. No. And think about it too. Like the video that's allegedly Winter Donovan, how she blames Shanquilla and says she did some crazy shit that night. You know, do we really believe that aggression we seen from Dejanay on the video? Do you really believe that if Shanquilla really did some shady shit to her that night, she would have took care of it that night? She would not have slept on it. Yes, they have arrest warrants, Kelly searches. So they have an arrest warrant for the aggressor, which would be Dejanay. And then they said also for the person or persons that recorded and that did nothing. So yes. Lisa says, yeah, real crazy first one asleep. So the best news today that we're getting is that an arrest warrant. All right, you guys, my phone is going off because that's the fam bugging me now. So they said she's transgender inside of the article from when you read the Mexican police report and that article with all the additional information, it does refer to Dejanay as a transgender, but everyone's saying that's wrong. So girl, go get that fixed when you're out there. Go correct them, girl. Go correct them. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. We've been on here for 2 hours, so I'm sorry I kept you guys a little longer. I think I went over the basics I wanted to go. We'll be live, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So again, I hope you guys have a blessed Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. If not, just have a blessed motherfucking Thursday. And I hope this information about the arrest warrant does give a little peace to the family. I know it will never bring her back, but at least this is moving in the right direction. And I do believe that, you know, this is moving in that direction because of her mom and dad. Her mom and dad, like, that's how it should be. They have been on a lot of mainstream media channels doing interviews. They have been doing interviews with YouTubers. So it is them, I believe, that helped get this where it needs to be. And also because of that fight video. So, and then all of the YouTubers who've been covering it, I know it's not a lot of true crimers, but the rest of the people that have been covering this case, shout out to you guys too, because you guys, all of that, you guys know how you know, people on YouTube can be really good with, you know, sleuthing and all of that. So, geeking. Bushi, did you get my email? Sorry. No, Delana, I am not. I am not going live tomorrow, cooking. If you were here with me last year, I did a Thanksgiving live, and I'm not a baker. And in the description, I said, what could go wrong? And I said that because I always mess up with baking. Like, I can cook like no other, but baking, I'll fuck up a box ingredients of a cake. And I was live, and while I'm live, I'm baking. And I'm showing everybody the final piece. It came out good, no mistakes. And the slippers I had just got from Forever 21, and they were, you know, when they don't really like, they're not snug on your feet. So you feel when you walk like they're going to come off. So I was like, fuck this shit. So I kicked them off. And one of them flew back and went in the pan I just finished baking. It was so fucking horrible. Oh my God. My face on that was priceless. I sent that to all of my friends. We were laughing for days. Fuck, that was so hilarious, you guys. Heather, do you remember that? Oh my God. That slipper literally came back to me and landed in the finished piece. I was like, oh no. And then the next day, that slipper had a piece of the freaking that cookie thing I made on it. And I was like, oh, I threw those shits away. I was like, oh my God. I put that to private faster than you know. I'm like, private this shit. Oh my God. That was so funny, you guys. So tomorrow I'm definitely not going and baking. Princess says, you can't cook, Princess? I can cook. I can't bake. Geekin, she says, Geekin, am I still referring to you as a he? I'm so sorry. I seen that you said you were a she. This whole time I think I've been referring to you as a he. Oh my God. Oh, Delana, can you drop my email for Boo? Please. Why microwave food? No, microwave is bad for you. I try not to use it. You're bad at cooking. Cooking is so fun. Boomerang slipper. Yes, that's how it was, Geekin. Oh my God, that shit flew. What are the odds? Motherfucker came back. Like I kicked it forward. No, that bitch came back and I'm standing there with holding the pan, trying to put it on camera, and I kicked the slipper forward. That bitch came right back inside the pan on camera. Oh my God. I was drinking on that live too, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Horrible. No, thank you, Delana. Thank you. All right, you guys. Okay, so enjoy your day or holiday tomorrow. And I will see you guys on Friday. So let's do a live stream Friday. I really want to go through. Hopefully, we'll hear of an actual arrest maybe by then. Fingers crossed. But if not, I do want to go through with you guys Najir's Wiggins live he did. That's something I do want to go through. So we'll do that on Friday. And then I'll just do the open panel on Friday so you guys can come up, talk about the case. We can watch that together and just, talk about everything, go through everything and stuff. So, yeah. All right. Sugar says it was classic. It was horrible. All right. I love you guys so much. And thank you guys all for being here with me and talking this case. You guys are funny. Boo, did you get my email? Making sure you got my email. That bitch came right back like a motherfucker. And it taunted me the next day. It had a piece of the cookie on it. I was like, oh God. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys on Friday. And let me remove some of this stuff. I didn't realize I was on camera. And yeah. All right. What am I going to do now? Oh, yeah, I got to do a lot of things still now. Okay. Bye, you guys. Bye, Rhonda. Boo. She said she got it. Tammy, thank you. You have a good night and happy Thanksgiving. Grateful Ed. Always thankful that you are here. Thank you for always being here. Delana, looks like she's the mod still standing, so give it up for her. Sugar. Princess. Geekin. We got Heather Marie. Oh, Heather Marie's still here. Twisted. Gemini. Apple of his eye. Oh my God, Apple, you remember it. You know what's so funny? I clipped just that portion and I sent it to everyone I knew and we cracked up. But I was so embarrassed for anyone on YouTube to see it. I made that. I think I put that to members only. Yeah, that shit was funny. All right, you guys, and bye to everybody else who's in chat and anybody who watches from afar. You guys have a really good day tomorrow, blessed day, whatever you end up doing. Again, people that celebrate Thanksgiving, happy. Oh my gosh, look at Tammy has to bring this up. Yes, I seen that. She says, is anyone going to try and get an interview with the family that bought the Watts house? I felt so, part of me was sad. I don't know. Part of me was sad knowing it sold. I mean, I'm happy it sold because it needs new life. It needs new love in there. But it was weird. It was also sad. So I don't know. I actually want to do a little live stream on that maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You guys know the Watts case was the case that started this channel. And it took over my life for 2 years. I always say if there was a rehab for a case, definitely I would have had to go for that one. All right, you guys. You guys know me. I'll keep talking. Thank you guys for being here. If you have not hit like on your way out, can you please do that? And you guys already know, stay blessed, keep grinding, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.